Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today is February 11th, and I recorded in February 10th because tomorrow is our Chinese New Year holiday. Right, tomorrow is the Chinese New Year holiday, so a lot of things to do, to clean up the house, to tie up the house, something like that. So quite busy, but we still have to do the podcasting, right? So today we will go into the second talk of e-cigarette in USA, and we will use Juul, this brand, as the example. So this is quite a legend in the past few years, but now it's become no-brainers, right? Because actually it's banned in USA. So we will see how the e-cigarette goes in USA. Our Falcon portfolio increased 2%. Last week we have increased it 66%, and today we have 68%, so increased 2%. So if you have any questions and any stocks you want me to analyze, so please email to me, Usstockmarketweekly@gmail.com, or leave your comment or message under the YouTube. So we will today have a brief review on the history of Juul, and also we will have use some time to analyze the last quarter 2020, the last quarter performance of Visa. We have this stock, I hold this stock for 1 year. It seems the share price been quite no movement in the past few months. So let us examine, see how the performance goes of Visa during the pandemic, right? So actually we will take some time to introduce the Visa performance first. So you can see the Falcon portfolio. So after 1 week we increased it 2% to 68%. So in last year our portfolio increased 55%, and this year just 1 month passed, so we increased 7%. So you can see in this portfolio, right? So this is our Chinese New Year holiday. Is from tomorrow, the 12th, and to next Monday is Chinese New Year holiday in Hong Kong. So we take a look on Visa's performance. So actually I have divided into 2 parts, so quite easy. First part is the past 4 quarters Visa's performance, and then we compare 2020 to 2019. So you can see is from left to right is 4 quarters. You can see the revenue of Visa's been dropped in Q2 and Q3 because of the pandemic. And also you can see the net profit dropped a lot in Q3, only to 2.06 billion. From Q1, nearly 3 billion. Nearly dropped 33%. But it rises back in Q4. You can see the Q4 net profit is even higher than the Q1. Q4 is 3.038 billion. And Q1 is just 2.97. So let us analyze the net profit rate, right? So you can see the net profit rate of Q4 is even better than the Q1, and the lowest is on the Q3. We know that actually Visa business depends. Visa is not like PayPal. Visa depends on the people traveling. You go out, you go to a physical shop, and you buy things, and you use the Visa. And if you do it online, maybe you will use PayPal. And if for small shops, you will use Square. But for Visa, it's for a lot of people traveling. They buy things, have the Visa cards, and then you buy things, do the credit, or you get some loans, use the credit card. But because of the pandemic, so actually Visa is doing quite bad in Q2 and then Q3. But if we look at these figures, Q1, 2, 3, 4, it's recovering in Q4 very quickly. So you can see the net profit rate is even higher than Q1, and the net profit amount actually even is already same as Q1. So let us compare 2020 with 2019 in an average. So we can see actually the revenue is nearly the same, 23 compared to 21.8, and the net profit is also nearly the same, 11.65 billion compared to 10.475, a little bit lower, right? And the net profit rate also a little bit lower. So actually we can say that Visa is recovering now. Is recovering now because of the pandemic. And if the vaccine come out, seems that the death rate in America and in UK, in Europe, it drops a lot after the Pfizer vaccine come out. So we can quite positive, right, to forecast this pandemic will become very, very small in the middle of this year. Of course, we know that actually in some poor countries like Africa, like Brazil, and also in Bangladesh, somewhere, Burma, they still don't have the vaccine. They still asking for our help. But actually, we will help. The America will help. The Europe will help. China will help, right? So actually, I think for China, America is for Europe. I think they will, if no more surprise, right? Then actually they are gradually recovering from the pandemic. So actually, I am still positive for Visa. Let us look at the share price. So you can see Visa's share price in the past 1 year, it's nearly no movement. Before the pandemic is about 205, something like that, and now is also 206. No movement. Not increasing, not decreasing. And you can see the price to earning ratio is 74.51. So actually, I think we are expecting a positive growth from Visa very soon. We are still holding that. Okay, so we go into Juul, right? The e-cigarette. We call it vaporized. Vaporized. So whenever you type the Juul and goes into their website, they will ask you where are you come from and what is the age. Does your age over 21 plus? So I will explain it why like that, right? So you can see whenever you successfully goes into Juul's website, then there's a warning quite big, said this product contains nicotine, and nicotine is an addictive chemical, so make you additive. So right, there's a warning. And I got all this information from Stockfield and Wall Street Journal. I am their subscriber. Stockfield, I subscribed it, but actually they no charge item. But for Wall Street Journal, I'm their paid subscriber, so then I can get the information. Okay, so Juul, then there are two founders. Then they are quite young, at least younger than me, right? Adam Bowen, 45 years old now, and James Monsees, 40 years old now. So actually, they found Juul in their lab. Their lab is called Juul's Lab, right? Their name, right? And then they found it in 2015. And from James Monsees in the hearing, and he said why he invented Juul is because actually James Monsees and Adam Bowen, they are both smokers, and they want to cut it, right? They want to cut the smoking, but they can't quit. After so many years, they can't quit. So what they did, they're thinking of will there be any substitute for the tobacco? We call it tobacco, right? We call it tobacco cigarettes. So they think of something. Can we do e-cigarettes? And then Juul is vaporized. You know that something burn the tobacco oil inside that e-cigarette, and then you ignite it, and then you smoke in, right? So actually is what they are thinking. And then they success, right? Finally they success. So actually Juul, this brand comes out in 2015. So that's it, right? Maybe if you smoke e-cigarette, maybe you know it better than I do. So in 2015, Juul introduced its vaporizer. That device is called vaporizer. So you put some tobacco, you put some oil, right, oil inside it, and then you ignite it, and then you can smoke in the smokes, right? So from them, and that is better for the other people because we don't need to smoke the second-hand smoke. But actually, later on we will find out. So we go on first. So this is in 2016. The USA's e-cigarettes market share. So you can see at that time is quite evenly distributed. Reynolds is 38%, and Imperial Brands, the blue cigarette, is 21. Japan Tobacco is 15, and Altria at the time we mean e-cigarette, not the tobacco business, right? So it's something like 7. And Enjoy is 3%. It's quite evenly distributed, right, among them, right? But after Juul appears, after Juul come out, it changes a lot. You see, in 2015, Juul only sold 2.2 million vaporized devices. That means the e-cigarettes. But after 1 year, Juul sold 16.2 million devices. That means nearly 8 times. It goes up very quickly, and you can buy Juul's e-cigarette in all shops, all retailers among the states. Very common. So in 2018, during the summertime, Juul's valuation is 16 billion. But at the end of 2018, the same years, it goes up to 38 billion. Wow, it goes up a lot. And in 2019, Juul took how many of the market share of USA's e-cigarette market retail? 68%. That means whenever you bought an e-cigarette, most probably is from Juul. It's nearly 70%. It goes up just like a religion. Why it goes up like a religion? It's because from James, in his hearing, actually there is some explanation from that why it goes up so quickly. And first, from him, is healthy. No secondhand smoke, and the chemicals inside that won't induce the cancer. And it's the vaporizer you breathe in. You put your mouth, and then no secondhand smoke, right? So from James in the hearing, is healthy, then is safe, and also is quite cool, right? You know, the design of this vaporizer is just like USB flash drive, right? It's quite cool, very cool, and also it has many different tastes like mango, maybe banana, maybe watermelon, something like that. So actually, some of my previous colleagues also took the Juul brand for the e-cigarette. So actually, it grows up very quickly from 2016 to 2018, and then to 2019. But something happened. Something happened on some consensus, right? So you can see from 2011 to 2018, the bright blue color is for tobacco. Decrease a lot, right? Decrease a lot. But for the dark one is the e-cigarette. It goes up very sharply. So you can see the title is for youth, teenagers, students. A lot of students, they take the e-cigarette. And a lot of students take the e-cigarette is took the Juul brand. This is not healthy. This is very dangerous because they are young. They don't know, they just think it's cool, right? They just oh, it's cool. It's something like make me the pioneer of the era, something like that. So actually a lot of young people, they taking the e-cigarette and they think it's healthy. They think it's very cool. Right? They think it can replace the tobacco cigarette in a healthy condition, but actually they are wrong. So in 2019, FDA steps in. FDA of America steps in. So it put an end to juice legion. Actually, the two founders been to the hearing. You can still have the video on the website. You can still check it, right? They have been to the hearing of America, and after the analysis of the hospital report, at that time already over 1,000 teenagers, they are dead because of the serious lung disease, and later on they found out they took the e-cigarette. And at the hearing, the founders, I can remember it's James, and he said that he will keep the youth, keep out of them from the e-cigarette, and then they think they're safe, something like that. But actually, this is not happening. This did not happen. So actually, the FDA banned the juice brand, and not only the juice brand, they also banned the e-cigarette in some of the states in America, not the whole America. So you can see this very quickly. The red area, the red state, the e-cigarette is banned, and we call it vaporing. That means some vaporized things. They are banned by law for the red provinces. So you can see at the bottom, banned statewide. And for the green area, they are not banned, but the individual district, they are allowed to enact. That means make their own law to ban it. If they think it's serious, they can ban it. They can pass their own law, their own act to ban the e-cigarette, right, for the green area. And for the dark and for the blue color, not banned, and they do not have the right to ban the e-cigarette. So actually, you can see this message been all over America already, right? That means this vaporized cigarette they may not induce a cancer, but they will have other very serious lung disease or to your upper throat disease. And especially at the time, it's very common for the teenagers, the students, the young people. They don't know. They think it's cool. They think the taste is okay. So the FDA have to do something. So you can see at 2020 September, just 8 or 9 months afterwards, after FDA stepped in, and Juul shrinks its workforce to 1,000 employees. 1,000. You know, at the peak, Juul has 4,000 employees, and then its valuation stepped down very quickly from 38 billion to only 5 billion. And also, Altria's CEO replaced the Juul CEO. So you can see at the time, why we use Juul as an example, because Juul is very successful in just 2 or 3 years. Just very short time, it become the legion, and in a very short time, it comes to dark, right? So remember, in the first talk, we talked about the relaxation, right? The relaxation stock is from China. And in Hong Kong, people are crazy because they think that actually these e-cigarettes of China can go into America again, and then it will earn a lot of money. If from Juul's history, it may not, because whenever it goes up, FDA will come out and ban it. It needed the same, unless relaxation can prove actually its chemicals will not induce anything. Right? Which I don't think. I do not smoke. Maybe you know better than I do, right? But I don't think that those chemicals will induce nothing to the health, especially to the teenagers. They don't know. They just kids, right? They just think it's cool, so they take it. You know, the relaxation. You know, the juice brand once been into China. Do you know that? I don't think you know that. Maybe you don't know that, right? Actually, it's been to China in 2019, just 2 years before. But juice been stopped, been banned by the China government just the next day after it launched. That means it only launched 1 day in China, because actually it will sure induce hazardous effect to all the people's health. It only 1 day it banned it in China, right? So you can see this relaxation technology. We can see the stock, right? Last week, when we talk about relaxation, its share price is 24. After 1 week, it's 22. That means it dropped to 10%. You can see when it first come up, people think relaxation actually will have a very tremendous growth, like the juice in America. I don't know. But if from juice history, it may not. You can see when it first come out, it's nearly $30. Now, it's less than 2 weeks, and the stock price is 22 only. It dropped at $8. $8 is how much? More than 25%. More than 25%. And you can see the PE ratio is more than 3,800. So it's quite dangerous. Very dangerous. So if you have this stock, to be very, very careful. It will most probably follow the same route as the juice. We don't know, right? Actually, we don't know. Actually, we have to still see the report, see how it goes, see how it sells. But once it go up, once its sales come in, once it had a lot of people then try that relaxation, FDA may ban it. I don't think actually what inside relaxation chemicals can pass the FDA. Cannot. I don't think so. If you think that maybe, then it is quite an advance in the technology, right? But I don't think so. So be careful if you have this stock. Okay, so we share up to here, right? So this for this talk. So actually Dow Jones still at its peak. You can see, right? Still at its peak. 31,375. Nasdaq also still at its peak. More than 14,000 already. I'm thinking still 13 something is 14,000 already, right? Okay, so for this talk, we share up to here. So remember, if you like our program, so remember to click the like, comment, and share to your friends. And please subscribe and then press the bell icon. So whenever there is new video come up, then YouTube will inform you automatically. Okay, so thanks for watching. So we will have another video in the next week. So if you want to hear anything, any other stocks and analysis, so you can leave your comment, and or you can just email to me, US Stock Market Weekly. So again, Happy New Year. Let us see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.